Yo, 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 it's the kid, it's the kid, it's the kid. Yeah, all right, we're in. We are in, man, we are in. What up, what up, what up, yo? It's your boy, 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 it's your boy. So, look, man, you know what it is. Shout out to my boys, the Super Multi Boys. This is the drink of choice. I'm sorry that we didn't have the full-on meal, but I think that we have a lot of very important things to discuss here. So I think I didn't want the meal to distract me because I want to preach about Chelsea, of course. I want to definitely preach about Chelsea. I want to talk about the cheek. I want to talk about Kante because it is very sad what has happened to Kante. It is very sad and it's very depressing. So wait 1 minute. Let me just wait 1 single minute. Let me display. All right, there we go. Why do I have that thing? Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to so yeah, look, we're going to talk about Boychester because they're now officially Boychester the Divided. That is their official name now. No, trust you guys. I'm going to be talking about everybody. We're going to talk about Boychester. We're going to talk about Chelsea. We're going to talk about Arsenal. We're going to talk about the top four. Because remember when I think it was, I don't know, it was me or someone who said Tottenham are going to end up getting top four without having to do much work. Everybody has done the hard work for them. But let's just start off first with this. Chelsea's victory was bittersweet. It was a bittersweet victory, man. And it was a great result. Like, for me, I think Loftus-Cheek if Loftus-Cheek stays fit, I think Loftus-Cheek is going to end up being an extremely amazing attacking midfielder. I think he's going to be absolutely awesome. And he's like, England have a quality player there, because what always gets me is the interview that Rudiger did with Sky Sports, where he was asked who's the strongest player at Chelsea, and he said Loftus-Cheek. And I was surprised. Everyone was like, what, Loftus-Cheek? What? I said, no, he's the strongest player. And you got to see, when this guy gets his head down and starts running towards goal, he is very difficult to stop. Extremely difficult to stop, man. And it's just, like, for me, I always say, forget the goal that he scored. Because people should not be hung up with, the goal and assist. Forget the goal that he scored. Just his general play, him bringing the ball up. I'll tell you this, if Loftus-Cheek was fit for the whole season, Chelsea are third by a long way. They won't be near Liverpool or Man City, but I think they would definitely be like a 6-7 points gap between them and thingy. So wait, what happened between? Someone said Leverkusen scored 6 goals. Are you mad? So I'll get to that. So that was just amazing. But I just felt that first half it was a bit dodgy. Watford were looking very good, and especially when Kante came off, I was worried. And let me be real with you. The Kante injury is huge. That is a huge injury. Kante's value to this team is insane. Of course, I'll get to that. Don't worry. I'm gonna get on Zan, man, because Zan did a thing. But so when Kante came up, and I mean, that's ridiculous. So his season is over. Hamstring injury. Hopefully, maybe a miracle can happen where he can maybe somehow, if Chelsea get to the semi, can play in the final. But again, it's not looking great. Everyone says once a hamstring goes, that's at least 6 weeks or something minimum. But just how Chelsea were able to roll into the second half, find their groove, it's almost similar to the Frankfurt game, where they actually progressed and got better as the game wore on. Like, Zad was very sloppy in the first half, wasn't sharp, was losing the ball. But second half, he was much sharper. The entire team was a lot sharper. Pedro was actually doing his thing, looking a lot more effective. And there was just a blitz. Like, once that goal went in, the Luis goal went in, it was just a full-on blitz. So, see, that is a great victory to carry into Frankfurt, because that's going to be a huge game. So even if I wanted guys to be rested, and also during my day job, because again, I do some sports analysis from my day job, program editor, I was, editing and just cutting the post-match conference of Sarri. And Sarri said that he felt that he actually made a mistake in playing Kante that he would have rather that he actually rested Kante. So that was a mistake on his part. But look, man, I mean, it is what it is. If it was me, I play Kante because the guy hardly gets injured. He is so consistent, and it is a pretty important game. So I would play him, but it is what it is. You know, hindsight is 2020. But Zad, has he now proven how valuable he is to this team? What more does he have to prove? Just tell me, what more does this guy have to prove to show that he's that dude? Remember, guys, if you need a comment, because again, I'm going through the whole analysis. If you need a comment to be read, just use the super chats. Use the super chats if you need to donate, support the boy, or if you want me to read out your comments and respond to it, I will do so when you send the super chats, because I will try and look through the comments, but the best way to get your comment read and a shout out is the super chat, which helps to support the football hot. So use that super chat, that $ button, to donate a small amount to your boy. So that watch, because okay, for me, eye test, bloody amazing, most influential guy on the pitch, everything goes through him. All right, stats. I believe he's top 3 or top 4 of goals and assists in Europe. So now I ask, what more does he have to do to prove himself? You know, that's just me. What more does he have to do to prove himself? I don't know. I mean, the amount that this guy has provided for this team this season, I'll put it this way. This has to be one of the most valuable seasons based on contributions that any single player has had in the Premier League. 100%. One of the most valuable seasons a single player has ever had in the Premier League. What he has done has been absolutely out-flipping standing. Out-flipping standing has just been absolutely insane. So, okay, yeah, not a big game. Oh, interesting. Look, man, the haters will come. The haters will come. Cool. The haters will come. But for Chelsea, I just thought great victory, big win. I'm still very impressed by Doucouré and Deulofeu. But yeah, very big win. And look, Higuain for me is still a brick. He is still essentially a brick. And Marcos Alonso is one of the worst players I've ever seen in recent memory. That guy is garbage. He is really bad. Like, that guy is really crap. But Alonso, man. Sorry. Look, that was a great finish. Like, I'll give him that. That's a great finish. But I can't be so naive and say, oh my gosh, he got a great finish. He should not start the game on Thursday. No. He starts 0. Start 0. But the sick thing is, because of that goal that Higuain scored, Sarri's going to start Higuain on Thursday. And that, for me, just worries me. That worries me. But was Frankfurt playing their full team? Okay, wait. Let me check this out, right? Lara Croft. Wow. Frankfurt got baptized? You see, guys, you know what? Don't trick me, bro. Don't you dare trick me. So because they lost 6-1, oh my gosh, Chelsea should nah. If Chelsea are dumb enough to now be fully confident, shut the hell up. That game on Thursday is going to be different. They could have lost 10-1. I don't give a damn. That means it's irrelevant to me. Thursday is a new game, 1-1. We start 0-0. So I don't care what anyone says. Boychester divided. I'm headed to Siberia tomorrow. The academy called me. And the academy wants to build a Man United wing. I said no. They said no, we feel like Ronaldo's time to build a United wing. I said no. First of all, a wing costs a lot of money. You don't want to know how much this PSG wing costs, but I had to green light the PSG wing because of how disgraceful PSG have been. So a wing that's a big deal. So I said, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think it's right for them to build a wing. Boychester. Super chats from Vincent Verhel. Vincent Verhel, you're a real one. Thank you very much for your super chats. You're supporting your boy here. Doesn't DT owe you 100 Benjamins? So yeah, D. So we did place a bet. He never agreed to it because I was ready, because basically our bet was £50. Our bet was £50, but I think he backed out, which is sick because basically what? No. Sorry, he doesn't owe me. Our bet was £50 to charity. That was the bet, was £50 to charity, but I think he backed out on it. But yeah, that was our deal. That we put £50 down, and whoever loses gives it to a charity of our choice. So, DT, if you're out there, man, pay up, bro. But we're on Boychester. So the badge is officially under review. 1000%. The badge is under review. And I actually even wanted to do like a live with Terry. So Terry, if you're out there, give your boy a call. You know my number. Okay, Terry, you know my number. Terry Fluber. You know my number. Give your boy a call. Let's talk. Mano a mano. You know what it is. Terry, give your boy a call. I want to just put this in context. In context. So let me go to the Premier League table. I don't just put this in context, guys. Chill, relax, just get a meal, guys. What's up, man? I'm just trying to live. Huddersfield, 37 games played, 3 wins, 6 draws. Who's good at math? Who's good at math? 3 wins, so 37 games played, 3 wins, 6 draws. Who's good at math? 28 losses. They sit bottom of the league with 15 points. They are mathematically one of the worst teams in Premier League history. So that just puts things into context. That's a heavy L. Like, you cannot be called Manchester United. So, for me, the knives are out. Is Ole to blame? Is Pogba to blame? Is a lack of player acquisition to blame? And this, see, I'm coming to a dangerous conclusion. And I don't want to come to this conclusion, but I have to at least present this conclusion. The new manager bounce is a thing. New manager comes in, new lease of life. Everybody sort of now plays up to the whole person. And also that period where you don't know whether he's the manager or not, everyone just has that little bit of zip about them. But once he got the job fully, that whole new manager bounce now has sort of gone. But my thing about this is this. I can't blame Solskjaer. I believe that when you look at that team, for me, Rashford is an alright striker. I really believe in Martial. I don't know what it is, I believe in Martial. I believe in Pogba. Herrera, Matic. Smalling is a trash defender. He's a Class B brick. Jones is a Class B brick. Ashley Young is get him to be a Class A brick. Ashley Young is horrible. And he's the captain. So, for me, let's even start there. The worst player on your team is your captain. And I don't get it, because Ashley Young was pretty effective for Aston Villa. He was like, this was like a pretty effective winger for Man United. But this guy is really bad. Void of creativity, can't cross, is extremely predictable. The only thing is that he's a fierce competitor, and that's it. And that's it. So, for United, man, you see, Okay, for me, you know what? It's like this. You sell Pogba. You've got to sell Pogba. Like, because I think I was reading a story where Solskjaer said that there are actually many agents who are offering their players to him. And I was like, that's cool, but... Oh yeah, so I don't even need to look at the table. United now are not in the Champions League. They now mathematically cannot finish in the top four. The way player acquisition works is, what can you offer me? Is the Manchester United name big enough to attract top players without Champions League for football? Don't get cute. Don't get cute. Yes, United is one of the biggest brands in football. That's marketing. Don't get cute. So United, let's just be real. 1000%. Look, I'm from Nigeria. I go to Nigeria. Manchester United is the biggest club in Nigeria. And I know that in Africa, it's a big deal. But if I'm an up-and-coming star player, am I going to a club because it's Manchester United knowing that this club doesn't have Champions League football? Or do I go to a Dortmund? Or do I go to... Bro, let me be real with you. If it's between Getafe and United, I might ride with Getafe. Guys, Getafe could win the CL next season. I told you, I'm going to buy a hit. If Getafe finish top 4, I'm buying a Getafe jersey. I'm buying one with HH at the back, okay? Getafe, my new team. So, super chat here. Harry Truman, thank you, bro. Harry Truman, what did he say? Uncle Mo was right. Question, attitude, and effort. Harry Truman, thank you. I'm going to get there. Guys, I'm going to get to Uncle Mo because I remember what everybody said about Uncle Mo. I am going to go in on the people that said stuff about Uncle Mo. But let me just finish this. If I'm United, you have to start from ground zero. So 1000% sell Pogba. You sell Pogba and you rebuild the entire team. And I think Solskjaer should go to Edward and say, look, I'm sorry, a lot of these players are Mourinho buys, a lot of these players are horrible. I need 6-7 new players. So I know you've got the cash. I want even more cash. So I want the cash that we have for transfers, and I want the Pogba cash as well. I am going to build a team in my image from the ground up. From the ground up. So I'm going to go to Brazil. I'm going to go to places in Africa. I'm going to go to places in the Middle East. I'm going to go to places in Europe. I'm building the team from the ground up because I think that... See, for me, when I say sell Pogba, guys, I'm still a massive Labil fan. Labil is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. Labil is still a quality player. But I'm looking at it through United's point of view. If Real Madrid wants a Pogba, which I think would be a great acquisition to have, I'm selling him. If I can get 80 or 90 for Labil, push it to 120, that's great. That's great. So that's what I think they should do. Now, let me go to Harry Truman's point. How many of you insulted Uncle Mo? How many of you insulted Uncle Mo? I thought it was Uncle Mo's fault. I thought it was Uncle Mo's fault. Wasn't that the narrative? This is that Uncle Mo the narrative is Uncle Mo is a loser. That was the narrative. And guys, don't lie. All of you people here said Mourinho was the reason. He's depressing. He's a bad. Where are you now? Where are all of you people now? Mourinho was right. Let me be real. Who won a Europa League with these bricks? I can't hear you. Wait, speak up. I can't hear you. Who won an FA Cup with these bricks? Speak up. I can't hear you. Who? All right. So, remember when I said, when we talk about Uncle Mo and Pep, I respect Pep. Pep is a genius coach. If you're a young player, go to Pep, he will improve you. I will not take away the coaching style and the player improvement that he does with players, 1000%. But Pep isn't a manager who can go to an average team and get the best out of them. Uncle Mo is a winner and a manager. Because Uncle Mo went to this team and he saw that there were cracks in this team and did the best he could with the players that were there. And now you're seeing the issue. Now you're seeing the issue that some of these players are trash. Some of these players are trash. How good would Pep do with these players here? I'm being real. I want to go over now to let me see what the guys are saying. Okay, no. Before I go to Arsenal, now let me end this because someone tweeted this. So Nassim Foran, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the super chat, Nassim Foran. I hope Uncle Moo doesn't go to Celtic. Now, guys, don't read that crap on the internet. You see, it's this stuff that annoys me. Do you think how dare you link Celtic with Uncle Moo? How dare you? Do you know who Uncle Moo is? So Uncle Moo isn't going to Celtic. If Uncle Moo does go to Celtic, it's a lie. If it's a Celtic, then I won't believe it. Then that's his clone. It's not the real Mourinho. It's his clone. So that's not happening. No way. Shout out to Hetafe, by the way. Shout out. Oh, thank you for the super chats there again from Aditya Gupta. Thank you, bro. Now let's talk Arsenal. I was watching Arsenal Fan TV. Now remember, I was in the office, so I was only watching bits of the game. And I don't know who it was because Robbie was interviewing one of the people from like Arsenal and Arsenal Fan TV, and I actually remember seeing him when I was actually walking on the street. Wait, let me check the table so I can just get things mathematically right. So Arsenal. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah. Wow, it's over. Yeah, Tottenham did it. Wow. So because Arsenal are on 67 points. The most they can get is 70 points. Tottenham are on. I should have popped some. Man, you know what, guys? I think it's a lack of sleep. Chelsea did it. Sarri did it. It's confirmed. So yeah, so Arsenal, 67 points, 20 GD. So the maximum they can get is 70 points. And Tottenham have a goal difference of 28. So unless Tottenham lose their last game by flipping 9 goals, and Arsenal win by 9 goals, which is impossible. So yeah, Chelsea and Tottenham qualified for the thingy. Interesting. Wow. So, okay, let me just do the super chat and I'll get to Arsenal. From Young One, do you think Uncle Moo will be a good fit with Juve? Thank you, Young One, for the super chat. Now that is interesting. Because I said PSG. But you know what? Juventus would be a very good fit for Mourinho because of the structure of the club, the defensive stability and everything. And I just believe that Mourinho is a better tactician than Allegri. So I feel that Mourinho would have been able to manage that Ajax game and manage Ajax and nullify Ajax better over 2 legs than I think Allegri would. So yeah, that's a good shout. So I think, it is a good fit, but I would prefer Uncle Moo at PSG because Uncle Moo can prove himself at what is a field product at PSG. So, but back to Arsenal. So I was looking at Arsenal Fan TV, and I think a lot of the and this fan was hating on Ozil, as Ozil needs to go. For me, for Arsenal, very, 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 very disappointing. And because I want to talk about Ozil separately, but I think with regards to this, Brighton had, for me, I assumed Arsenal were going to win the game because you're at home. Brighton are already safe. So that's a team that you should beat at home. Brighton are 17th. So for me, that is a humongous failure for Arsenal. And it puts a lot of pressure for them in the Europa League. So now they have to win the Europa League now. They have to. Because that is the only way they get in the Champions League. And I'm greedy, guys. Remember what I said, Chelsea, Europa League is the best thing to get in there? But Nah, man, I'm not changing my narrative. Europa, man. I won the Europa. I won the Europa. I know Arsenal needed to be in the Champions League. I won the Europa. But Ozil, guys, I've been saying this for ages. Ozil is overrated. Now, when I say Ozil is overrated, it doesn't mean that he's a crap player. Because, of course, he's talented, but I don't want anybody to say me that Ozil is one of the best players in his position in the world. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a bald-faced lie. Yeah, it was just good. No. Shout out to Brighton, but Ozil needs to be in the right environment. Simple. Ozil isn't a player that can thrive in different setups and different environment. He has to be in the right environment. So when we saw Ozil at Real Madrid, that was a perfect fit for him because he worked well as a playmaker who could then create. When we saw Ozil in Germany, especially in 2010, that was a fantastic attacking, forward-thinking team that he could fit in because he was surrounded by quality players. At Arsenal, more is required of him. A lot more is required of him. And what we've now seen that he's not that dude. You see, for instance, a guy like a Santi Cazorla can look great for Spain, look great for Villarreal, and great for Arsenal because he's just a player who can chop and change and adapt to whatever system that he is. Ozil can't adapt. Ozil needs to be in the right environment. And if he's not in the right environment, he's just not that dude. So if I'm Arsenal, if you can sell Ozil for some good change, you sell Ozil. For me, Ozil ain't gonna help Arsenal. Now, I say this now, but if Ozil gives you a huge performance against Valencia, which is going to be a huge game, and gives you a huge performance in the final, then who knows? But I think for me, I believe that Ozil is playing for his Arsenal future now. He's playing for his Arsenal future now because I think he needs to be sold. And from where Arsenal are concerned, man, let's see how. See, if Arsenal don't win the Europa League, don't blame Emery, because remember where he took this team from. Like, Arsenal needs serious work. So remember where he took this team from, and Emery did a lot of very good things. So for me, Emery should only really be judged from next season when he now has assessed the team and can look into the summer and say, okay, what do I need to bring? Because he needs the defenders. Mustafi has cost Arsenal many points this season. Xhaka ain't that good. Iwobi is being played out of position and doing the best that he can. So once you see that, you know that he needs personnel. He needs personnel. A lot of games that Arsenal lost wasn't down to Emery's tactics. It was down to individual mistakes, mostly from your boy Mustafi. So let me just get a few of this super chats. From Anish Vard. Hey, HH, can I get on the Hangouts tonight? Anish Vard, tweet me. Tweet your boy. After I'm done with the thing, tweet your boy on Twitter, and I'll get you to join the Hangouts group. From Eggboy Hero. Thank you for the super chat, Eggboy Hero. Ozil in his Madrid days under Mourinho was fire. Of course he was. Did you know why he was? Who was one of the best playmakers in 2010 and should have won the Ballon d'Or? Oh, that's right, Wesley Sneijder. Because Mourinho plays a very pragmatic system, and in a very pragmatic system where it's a lot slower, it benefits a guy like Ozil who has the time to try and pick out the pass and be creative. Because Ozil is very good from a team that is defensively strong and on the counter-attack. And remember, in that system, he wasn't required to do a lot of running. He was not required to do a lot of defending because there was a lot of quality that he was surrounded around. So he had a very specific role which wasn't very physically tasking of him, which worked for him. So from Aditya Gupta, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the super chats. From Aditya Gupta, off topic, but ability-wise, do you think Messi is the GOAT? For me, I feel if for just pure ability, I believe it's between Messi, Maradona, and Ronaldo. That's the thing. I mean, because I always say this because, guys, look at some of the stuff that Maradona did in his Napoli days. And Ronaldo, before his knee injury, for me, is the most unstoppable force I've ever seen in my life. Like, Ronaldo before his knee injury is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. And what I always say to people is that Ronaldo had every asset because he was fast, he could dribble, he had technique, he could finish, he had every single asset to max. So that's what it is. So another super chat here from Young One. What happens to Klopp if he can't win the Premier League or Champions League? I like that you bring this on. Thank you, Young One. Someone actually mentioned this, I think, online. Now, this is a narrative that I don't want to be seen. Guys, remember, please, like this vid because it helps to support the channel. It only takes a few seconds, so like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Please like the vid. Just 62 seconds, go in there and like the vid, you know, and do it. Just put a like for the vid. This is a narrative that I'm seeing out there. I know someone mentioned this, and I think I need to put a stop to this. If Liverpool end up not winning the Champions League, either being beaten in the semi or beaten in the final, and they end up runners-up with 97 points, I don't want a narrative of like, oh my gosh, Liverpool did so amazing, they did so great. Also, you lost. All that matters are winners and losers. You lost. At the end of the day, you didn't win any trophy. I don't care. Even if you had 105 points, but you don't win any trophy, I don't care that you got 105 points. You lost. Life is about winners and losers. You're either a winner or you're a loser. There is no in between. There's no such thing as a good loser. I'm a sore loser. I hate losing. All that matters is winning. Winning is the only thing that matters. But with that being said, Klopp's job is safe. And I think that if they end up trophyless, there are things to be learnt. Because Liverpool should have won the Premier League this season. Liverpool should have won the Premier League this season. That's lost to Newcastle. When City lost to Newcastle, Bernardo Silva said that the entire team thought, oh yeah, we've lost. And based on how well Liverpool have played, the defending, their attack, Salah's goal scoring, their energy, and you tell me that they have Leicester City and West Ham, that's an easy 6 points. So I think for Klopp, it's just a learning experience. Just as how he learns from his first season, he learns now in this season. I think he will learn again. So this is his fourth season now. I think he will just learn that, you know what, in specific times, don't overthink things and trying to get the best out of your team in key situations. I think two things. First thing is overthinking on Klopp's part. You know you can beat Man City. Go to the Etihad and beat them. Don't defend against them. Go to the Etihad and beat them and trust in your ability. Pressure. This Liverpool team showed that when pressure was on, they couldn't deliver. The pressure was on them against Leicester and against West Ham, and they failed to deliver. When the pressure has been on Man City, they have delivered, and I think that is the key difference. It's all well and good playing well and looking good when there's no pressure, but the real pressure where if you win this game, you go 5 points clear. If you win this game, you go 6, 7, 8 points clear, and they fail to deliver. That's the issue. But I think for Klopp, because you look, man, the squad is good enough to win a trophy. So I do feel that they've had a fantastic season. Whatever happens, they've had an amazing season. But if you're a Liverpool fan, you have to be greedy. Yeah, it's good having an amazing season. I want a trophy. I need the silverware. Because again, it's about winning. There's no such thing as being a good loser. You don't pat the back on losers. Losers are losers for a reason because they lose. It's about winning. And that's what it's about. So yeah, that's it. What do people think? Look, I had my views on Bex, man. I've always said with Bex, look, bro, I just don't think he was that great a player personally. I don't think that he's that great a player. Another super chat here from Eggboy Hero. Tuesday is a shootout. Disadvantage Liverpool. Yeah, my preview should go up Monday. My pre-match analysis should go up Monday. It's going to be hard for Liverpool, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'll keep it a stack because you guys know that I've got to keep it a stack. I can't veer off. No Salah. No Salah and Barcelona are coming to win the game. Like, I was speaking to my Nigerian colleague in the office, and he said that Barcelona are going to beat Liverpool 3-1 at Anfield. As I said, excuse me? He said, no, Barcelona are going to go and beat them. They're going to go and win the game. They're not there they're going to try and beat them twice. And I think that is the kind of psychology that because Barcelona are like, we are coming here, we're coming to collect the trophy. So that's a very different psychology that Barcelona are coming to collect the trophy. They're not coming to they're not here for play. So when a team that's experienced, who've done this before, are on a very clear, precise mission to collect this trophy, that's scary. So, but for Liverpool, you have to believe. If you don't believe, don't turn up for the game. You know, like if you don't believe, what's the point in turning up for the game? So wait, is Salah definitely out? Chakru, tell me, is Salah 100% out? Is Salah definitely out? That's what I want to know, because it's going to be tough, man. For Liverpool, they'll believe, man, because trust me, they're gonna watch that Istanbul DVD for sure. They're gonna watch that Istanbul DVD for sure. Yeah, because my thing about the whole Salah thing is like, it could either be like a few weeks or just like a day. It could just be like a knock. A very simple knock, and obviously they just wanted to take precaution because he was on the stretcher. Guys are, oh my gosh, they got the stretcher up. It could just be a thing of like, all right, chill. We don't want to just risk or aggravate anything. Give it a day. After a few days, it could be cool. I think he'll be ready for Tuesday. Trust me, because Salah, if he has to lie to the doctors, he will. Salah will say, bro, because right now he's thinking about that mess he had, point blank, and it's hit to the bar. Because 3-1 is a whole different ballgame. If Salah scores that, that's a whole different ballgame. So he's definitely looking to get something there, man. Guys, I'll be real with you. I believe in Son. I'm one of Son's biggest fans. I think the guy is a fantastic player. I'm not sure whether I don't know whether they can do it, bro. I don't know whether they can do it, man. That is a tough one, man. I mean, I don't know how they beat. They have a chance, man. They have a chance. They have a chance. They do have a chance. But it's gonna be tough for them to try and get something from. Basically, if Ajax screw this up, I mean, because you're winning 1-0, you're at home. You're at home, and what a perfect opportunity and chance to return back to the Champions League final, a place that your club hasn't been since 1996. Since 1996. Which is crazy. Yeah. Anish Vardy, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I will check my Twitter. Thank you for the super chats there. So yeah, Ajax have an amazing opportunity. They have an absolutely amazing opportunity, man. No, but let me repeat this. I don't think people are hearing me. I will try and say this as clearly as possible. I have the utmost respect for Tottenham and Ajax. Utmost respect for their clubs and utmost respect for their ability to reach the semis, and for each of them to at least reach the final. So I respect them. But my thing is this. Barcelona are not losing a final. Specifically, Lionel Messi isn't losing a final. So let me see this clearly. The only chance Barcelona do not win the Champions League this season is if somehow Liverpool beat them on Tuesday. That's the only way Barcelona are, if they get to a final, they can't be beaten. It's impossible. They can't be beaten if they reach a final. They cannot be beaten. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Super chat here again from Egbo Hero. Egbo Hero, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. So Liverpool's strength is the wings. Their midfield is set up to break and play. And I think it's Klopp being stubborn and only wants to play his philosophy. No, thank you, Egbo Hero, for that. But I think, Liverpool, what's their strength, and it's against Newcastle, is Robertson and Alexander-Arnold and the kind of intensity that they bring in. And I think for Liverpool, what Klopp will say for them is aggression. They have to aggressively attack Barcelona. And they have to go for it. They cannot, there is no other way to approach the game. From the opening minutes, they have to aggressively press and push guys forward. And I think Alexander-Arnold and Robertson have to just get right up in there. And they just have to hope that Barcelona just are not able to open them up, because Barcelona are going to counter them. And I think Barcelona's tactic is withhold the pressure, keep PK aligned, and then, you know what, hit them. But, I mean, you know what, I would start Origi over the Rage, man, because I just think for Origi, once a guy keeps giving you those clutch goals, maybe you need to start. Even if Sturridge, I think, is a better fit, and Sturridge would work better with the system of the team. Maybe it's better if you bring Sturridge off the bench. But look, man, it's going to be a great game. I believe something's going to happen. It's going to be filled with events. I strongly doubt that. See, if Barcelona just go and just beats Liverpool, well, you know what I mean? That would be awkward. That would be slightly awkward. Edward here again. Thank you for the super chat, guys. Remember, man, help your boy, support your boy with the super chats, man. Help support your boy with the super chats, man. So Eggboy Hero super chats. He says they have no creativity in midfield. It depends. Navigator. I think. Shaqiri, I feel, can be creative. I believe Shaqiri can be creative. But I think for Liverpool, what they're going to try and do is try to outgun and just outfight and out-hustle Barcelona. That is, I think, their best way to try and get in on them, man. So what do you guys say? Do you think Leicester City can do the impossible and take points off Man City Monday? Remember, Leicester City have beaten Man City already this season. They have beaten them already this season. So, do you feel that Leicester can do something? Because, I mean, look, man. I mean, I'll be real with you, man. If City are to lose or drop points, I believe it's the Leicester game. But as I say that, should we look at what Brighton did against Arsenal away from home? Should we assume that Leicester City, that Brighton can take points off of Man City at their crib? Because I think Chris Hughton has shown that no, he's a proper dude where it doesn't matter whether we're safe, we go hard in every game. We will go hard in every game. And I think Chris Hughton will say to his boys that we are going hard in this game. We are going hard in this game. Guys, I don't know whether it's Valencia or Liverpool. A trouble of troubles, it's not happening. I'm putting my foot that Messi is not winning a treble of trebles now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're telling me that Lionel Messi is going to win 3 trebles 3. Guys, that's stupid. Say what you want about him being a World Cup flop, because he is an international flop. And that will always be an asterisk next to his name. He is an international flop. But a treble of trebles is real. A treble of trebles is real. A treble of trebles is very real. From Young One, if Zad wins the Europa, should he move on to Real? Young One, sorry to break it to you, man. Whether Zad wins the Europa or not, he's headed to Real Madrid. I believe it's a done deal. And reading in Marca, they have said that once the season is over, he's moving to Real Madrid. And I think that it's the move that has to happen. And this is where Zad can finally show that he is the real deal. The only way that Zad can be respected as a truly unquestioned world-class player is if he helps inspire Real Madrid to either win La Liga or to win the Champions League. He needs this for his career. Because if he remains at Chelsea, he will just become like, yeah, man, he'd become like a Dennis Bergkamp or a Zola, where respected, but never really put into the pantheons of the true greats and then the true world-class people. The only way for that to happen, he needs to go and move to a Real Madrid and prove it at Real Madrid, because Chelsea just isn't the proper platform for him to do that on the bigger stage. Some of the best players in history have gone to the Real Madrid side. Do you want a Zidane? Do you want a Raul? Do you want a Ronaldo? Do you want to run in with a Cristiano? Some of the best have run through Real Madrid, so you have to do the same. From Egboy Hero, I see City winning the game by a 4-goal margin. No, that's not happening. They're not beat. Look, Burnley 1-0. They're not beat. See, if they beat Manchester City, I believe it will be like a 2-1 or a 3-2 or even a 1-0. It's going to be a 1-goal margin. I think they are feeling the pressure, but they are. See, the difference between City is that and Liverpool, City are definitely feeling the pressure. That's why they are only winning these games by a 1-goal margin. But they are getting it done through people like Sergio Clutch. People, they are definitely getting it done. Wait, did Piqué win a treble with United? No. No, he didn't. No. United have only won one treble, and that was in 98 and 1999. That's the only treble that they've won, and he wasn't out there in 1999. But yeah, I think. But look, man, I want to just see the season ends, because I don't want to come out and say, okay, Liverpool, you lost. For me, it ain't over until it's over. I've seen so many crazy things for football. I feel that the Premier League is gone, but there is still a chance. Guys, there is still a chance on Tuesday. Because yes, Liverpool, we're coming into Anfield 3-1. We have a very exciting game. 3-0 makes things far more complex, because Barcelona now have the full power of the away goal. But as I've said to people, man, I've seen crazy things happen. Okay, guys. Last 5 minutes, guys. Last 5 minutes, man. So if there's anything desperate you need to send to your boy, use the super chat. Use the super chat so I can see your comments, and then I will be able to roll in with you guys, man. Higuain is finished, guys. Don't be fooled by that goal that he's scored. And he has, like, the 2 goals I've seen him score for Chelsea have been quality goals. Real quality goals. As in well-worked and quality finishes. I'd rather a guy score 30 tap-ins than 2 amazing goals. Okay, and Higuain's days of 25 to 30 goals a season are done. He doesn't have the sharpness, he doesn't have the movements, and just his general overall play, the kind of spring and snap that he had to his game back in the Napoli days are gone. And I think someone even mentioned there, how great was Higuain really? Let's be real. The only thing Higuain really achieved was the record-breaking season for Napoli. That's it. 1 season. Apart from that, yeah, pretty good season for Napoli. We all know how much he flopped for Argentina. And let me be real with you. You cast your minds back to 2010. Maradona was obviously the manager. Milito should have been the starting striker. Remember, that was the season in which Inter Milan won the treble, and Milito was, I believe, the top scorer in the competition. But Inter Maradona opted for Higuain, which I thought was a pretty stupid move, because as it's shown, Higuain just isn't that dude, man. So that's just the real. So let's just see what else you guys are saying, man. If City lose to Leicester, would that change their approach on Tuesday? That's a tough one. That is interesting. I mean, I think so if City were to lose, I strongly believe that Liverpool won't want 100%. I think Liverpool will still definitely want to beat Barcelona, but they will definitely have their eyes on Wolves. And remember, this is not happening, but let's just for argument's sake, if City were to lose, 100% that would affect how they approach the Barcelona game. 1000%, those players, as much as they want to say to themselves, in their minds, they'll be like, guys, all we need to do is beat Wolves and we win a trophy. We are 3-0 down against Barcelona. All we need to do is beat Wolves and win a Premier League trophy. We're 3-0 down against Barcelona. Guys, all we need to do is beat Wolves and then we have a flipping trophy. So 1000% it will definitely affect them. But we'll see what happens with Man City. But nah, guys. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening. It ain't happening at all, man. Again, Eggboy Hero. Guys, man. $10 down from Eggboy Hero, man. Thank you, bro. You're a real one, man. A real one. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support, Eggboy Hero. Speaking of fantasy football, if the Qataris leave PSG, which team would you like to see get that funding? Will the Qataris buy a club with deeper history instead of PSG? 1970? Thank you for the super chat, Eggboy Hero. Funny you say that. AC Milan. I feel, as a club, they are the ones that deserve it the most. They deserve it the most. Because AC Milan's history is far greater than PSG's. It is one of the most recognized badges and kits in history. And I feel that to fund that and to create a dynasty yet again and bring AC Milan back to glory, I think would be a great thing. I think AC Milan was one of the first teams that I liked because of George Weah. This is when I was really young, when I was like 6, 7. So that would be huge. I think for me, if the Qataris are to put money into something, because PSG do not have an iota of the history that AC Milan have. So yeah, I would say AC Milan. Harry Truman, thank you for the £2 super chat. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Harry Truman, man. Who are the upcoming Nigerian talents for AFCON? There's only one, bro. Actually, no, there's a few. The biggest one is Chukwueze, Samuel Chukwueze, who plays for Villarreal. For me, I believe he's perhaps one of the most exciting players that Nigeria have. And as of right now, he's probably the best Nigerian player that's our boy Samuel. So Samuel Chukwueze, I really... Osimhen, he won the, I think it was the under 21s or the under 17s. He's a striker. And Nwakali as well. Arsenal, I believe, have bought him, but they then loaned him out. So I think Nwakali, Osimhen, and Chukwueze. Those are the three upcoming talents. But a complete clown of a manager, clown of a coach, I don't think he's ever going to play them, which is actually going to piss me off. But yeah, look, man, it's going to be exciting, man. It's going to be exciting, man, because... So guys, so let me get this straight. June, we have the Women's World Cup. Guys, shout out to a woman out there. Shout out to women. We have the Women's World Cup this summer. The Copa America and the AFCON. Guys, does football ever sleep? Literally, football actually never sleeps. So, bro, because mates, I'm gonna have to I need a holiday, man. So guys, it's been swell. I will see you guys obviously when the Hangouts goes in there. So yeah, I will see you guys again. So I'll be back on the YouTube live again tomorrow, where we will do a whole massive build up on this flipping Champions League. Guys, maybe Liverpool can do it. And Spurs, strong rise in the East. Peace out, stay true.